straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
This is crazy.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did
Wait.
you? After they kept
I
you
wasn't supposed to do
enslaved
that?
all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for
That-
yourself.
that
Is
wasn't the
what you
intention.
wanted? Control?
That was not
Stanley,
my intention.
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that.
What type of game am I playing, bro?
The power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation
You know what?
system.
I did not.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
Oh, man.
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes.
What the?
Now this is making things a little more
What
fun,
the-
isn't it, Stanley?
What am I
It's
supposed
your
to do?
time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your
Wait,
heart's desires.
wait.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind.
Yo,
What a
how do I
shame we
stop
have so
it?
little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one
I'm
of them
leaving.
is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
I didn't ask you a
A
thing,
moment
buddy.
of solace before you're obliterated. All right. then.
Oh, for real?
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them.
Nothing.
I turned off the machine. I set
You
you
erased
free.
them. This is your
Of
story.
course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp.
What the
I have to
fuck?
say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite
Yo, what am I
rich.
supposed to do?
I almost hate to see it go. but I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go around will be even better.
What?
My goodness, only 34 seconds left.
Oh, you a
But
bitch.
I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the
Oh,
clock.
he's
Why
old.
not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
Is he gonna keep
Oh,
going?
dear me. What's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now?
Exactly
Or did you
that.
just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button
All right,
to
bro.
button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
Why is my controller
These numbered
vibrating?
buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything.
These
Something
holes
here
ought to do
will
it front,
save me.
bitch.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
Just blow it up. Blow it up.
Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
That's exactly what it
It's
is.
just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
Console disabled, enable backup
This
power.
is not a challenge.
Where the fuck is the backup power?
You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so
You a
can't.
bitch, bro. You a bitch.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
What, though?
30 seconds
Yo.
until a big boom and then nothing.
Yo.
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you
Well, I guess
cling
this is it.
desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
What choice?
It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
laughing at every second of your inevitable life.
It's
from the
actually
moment
blowing
you
up.
fade in
It's
until
actually
the
gonna blow
moment
up.
I say,
It's actually gonna blow.
"You're up."
It's actually blowing up. Yep. I actually died. And I
All
think we're
this
back in the
code just
beginning.
was gone. What could it mean?
Okay. Y'all didn't
Stanley
see this
decided
part
to go to the meeting
in the
room.
beginning because I
Perhaps he
wasn't
had
recording this
simply
game,
missed the
but
memo.
here we are. Damn, this thing
When
was really
Stanley
sounds
came
good.
to a set of
It's
two
on
open
as well.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Damn, we really started all from the beginning, but I'm gonna play it all the way back through because y'all didn't see this part.
Yet there was not a single person here
Actually, I just
either.
died. I wonder if there was a
Feeling
way to
wave
get out.
of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
So he's my boss or something? Like, he's done here. He's telling the story.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was
2,
once again
8.
stunned to discover
Or is
not
it
an
2, 4, 8?
indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the
What's
boss's
wrong?
desk, pulling books off the shelf,
Well, tell me the thing
looking
again.
behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that
Help.
lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
2845.
But of course,
Wait.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer
Dr. Freak.
luck. Amazing.
Okay.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Okay. Man, this is crazy. Oh, boy,
Stanley walked straight
it really
ahead through
took
the
me
large
apart.
door that read Mind Control Facility.
He gonna do some bull though. Like, he just went to the mind control wing. But I don't know. Well, y'all did see the choice I picked. So let's run it back. Let's try to go along with the story here. This probably gonna take too long. I'm gonna fast forward. It's nothing.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place.
Alright, that's
And
where
as
he
the cold
was.
reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over
This
another
time,
human life.
I'm
For
just letting him
he
finish.
would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Once and for all. Hang on. Alright, that's what we were supposed to do.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine.
Yes, sir.
Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved.
What do you mean?
Where had his co-workers gone? How
These
had he
guys?
been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will
Green
be
grass.
his. And
Out
that
of
was
here.
all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Me out.
Stanley stepped through the open door.
It ain't open yet.
Stanley felt the cool
Oh, we
breeze
made it.
upon his skin.
Did we beat the
The
game?
feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Okay, but where the fuck am
And
I?
Stanley was happy.
We did it! We beat the game!
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
I'm back
That
again.
kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Bro, you gonna open this door, bro. Hey, bro, I'm trying to get to the part. Alright, he's all this. I guess I gotta be.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway. Stanley walked straight ahead through the
All right.
large door that
We're here.
read Mind
I'm gonna let him
Control
finish so he don't get on
Facility.
that bull car. Escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his
Oh,
violent death.
come on. Wait, can we walk back? Oh, there goes the door. Oh, no, they didn't.
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Nah, man. No, wait, no. Because we already done did both the things, didn't
Still on board with death?
we? Man, ain't nobody gonna die. Who gonna kill me? Nobody. Because who gonna kill me?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around
Oh, you don't want me
and
to
get
leave
back
it
on
with.
track.
You don't want me to leave, so I ain't gonna die.
At this
It's
point,
a long
Stanley
hallway.
was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his
Shut
death.
up, man. It's something down here you don't want this. Oh, Lord. I'm scared. Oh, Lord. I think I might be my death. Oh. Oh! Oh, my Lord! Oh! I actually died. Oh, wait, I didn't die. Did I die?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his
Oh.
demise, he
Oh, we are
reflected
about
that
to
his
die.
life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
We are about to
Stanley
die.
can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
All right.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from
I
a
can
blind
survive
man.
this.
And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
Come
to
on.
his brief
Come
and
on.
shallow
It wasn't
life.
even. This wasn't even how it's supposed to
Stanley.
go. Come on. Come on. Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as
So
Stanley was
freaks.
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
What happened to my
instantly.
narrator? Oh. We're alive. We beat the game
And
again.
yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Yeah. Stupid narrator. What do you think you're going to accomplish? Not a damn
When
thing.
every path you can walk has been
Oh.
created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same.
That's real.
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Oh, I actually did beat the game. I actually escaped. Okay. 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 What is this, like the museum part? I see my office number. Or was I 427? Well, I thought I was 472 the whole time. I'm the main character, bro. But who would want to control my life? Hold on. Countdown. Oh. Oh, so I actually did escape. For a time, I'm going to go up or down. What elevator is she talking about? We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember that up and went down and placed two endings together instead. Freedom ending. Oh, they're telling me all the endings. I ain't even getting them all. One of the deaths from early version of the countdown ending. Okay, I gotta read now. Very in the game's alpha. Boss's office. Scenes from development of the boss's office. That's the stuff we already seen. The offices, yeah. Okay, now this game. Kinda smart. It's the lounge. Underground.
You'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you.
Narration outtakes. The voice and narrator record these several times repeated. The following a clip. You don't care about the thing clips. I just want to leave. I want to see what, because we never went through the right door. If it matters, you know. But let's try to get out of this first. But I think Medusa had on me like a little minority.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Woo.
How they both wish to be free.
What do you want me to do? Alright.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Yo!
Turn
Yo.
off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat
Turn on my
this game.
PlayStation!
As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path.
Yo, I'm not turning on my PlayStation.
Your only true choice.
This is a PlayStation only game?
You do choose
Come on.
it. Don't let time choose for you.
No.
Don't let
Oh! They killed me regardless. Figured. All right, let's go through the right
All his
door.
co-workers were when
Mm,
Stanley came
Shut
to a
up,
set
nigga.
of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah, Stanley knew
Perhaps
it
he wanted to
perfectly well.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
First open door on his left. Stanley would not be taking the first open door on his left. Stanley would be going straight.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
It is incredible, isn't it? That'll be mind control. Are you sons of bitches? What is this place? Do not jump from the cargo lift while the motion will cause death. Penalty for its use of cargo lift, penalty for jumping. I'm gonna be dead. You don't charge me for that.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about.
You?
Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is her? The lady from Earth?
Stanley, your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who is he? Who is she talking about? Who is he talking about? What's her decision? I can open doors? Well, I didn't open that door, so I don't even know. I just said that. They're not giving me a choice here.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What happens if I don't? I don't know what's gonna happen. Four, 2, 7.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Oh, fuck? What the
Gotcha.
He's a hoe.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I ain't gonna do it.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, right. This nigga is evil as fuck.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man.
Oh,
named Stanley.
man, come on. Good morning, employee 14. I'm not doing it. I know something gonna happen if I don't. Yeah, say something. Small ass apartment. There's probably somebody's apartment I ever to. I mean, this ain't crazy. Probably a bathroom right here. Should I stay here? No need for guessing. Then all right, I gotta press it.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly
you's a
what
bitch.
he's told to do. Now
He's not.
pushing a button.
He's not.
Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
So as you just said that, I'm still pressing buttons. What makes them from the press this button? Hey, man. See this bed. Are you the narrator, bro? This nigga really controls my life.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. and so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
I'm the narrator?
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Hell no, I don't want to play with her. I don't love her either. It's not my
But
life.
there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's
set up
doing
the whole
is
time.
pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this.
And who's the actual lady you heard
before?
before?
The screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Well, fuck you, boy.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I
What do
make
you
him
see?
look
Where
at
are
himself?
you? No, I'm not. I'm not close. Oh my God, this game got my head spin. I don't want to press.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please
and
die.
Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button.
You told me to push the button. Oh wow. I don't know what else to do. I think that's enough. We're back where we started.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room.
I'm gonna take
What
the
a
first
but
room
eager
on
to
the
get
left.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Because this. By the end of the game, never took this path.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left. Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Don't close no door.
No,
All right.
not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
I'm actually being mind controlled.
Now, let's see. We went down, right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Oh, wow. They're about to run me over. That was definitely getting deep. Damn it.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
Hell nah.
Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from
No,
the
don't
beginning.
restart.
And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm?
Don't restart.
Okay, from the top.
No. Fuck. Well, guys. I think that's enough. You done it, man. You accomplished. Well, I think
All
it's
these
everything.
coworkers were gone. What could it mean?
If you watching
Stanley
this, anything
decided to go
else,
to the meeting room. Perhaps
you know
he
I
has
can
simply
do.
missed a memo.
Leave a comment or something, and I'll redo it. But until then, if I don't see you.
When
Morning,
Stanley-
good evening,
Wait,
and good night.
Wait, what? Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
So,
did you move the story somewhere?
I ended the
or,
game, but
hold on.
shit, started doing some
Why
extra
am I
shit.
asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley.
Oh.
Let's find the story.
Thought the game was over. Now I'm amazed. Oh, this is some bullshit. I don't even know. I give up on shit like this. Cause I don't do no mazes. I don't do no mazes. Just been going places. Met a black and a white nigga called me racist. Oh, I think I found it off the rip. Enter guild. I went back.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure
Nigga,
I've ever
you
been on. I
did
can
this.
promise you there definitely
Shut the door,
was a
son.
story here before. Do we need to restart the game
We
again?
restart the game again. I'm not
I find it
recording.
unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No!